ababili abangena bazohlasela wakwazi ukumbheka wambona lo muntu wayephethe isibhamu and uthi lo muntu wayephethe isibhamu umsola wesithathu kodwa kuyabonakala ukuthi uyena uma sekhomba lapho wakhomba lo muntu obonakala lapha esithombeni ophethe le placard ebhalwe ukuthi number 11 asikakafikike la ekutheni sikwazi ukuthi siveze kahle ukuthi bawobani labantu abahlasela lapha akunjani.
No, I beg to differ, my lord. My lord, I thought investigation is a systematic way of finding the truth. So if a person makes an error, be it intentional or otherwise, and evidence shows that this is a wrong person, you cannot now ignore the truth, because that is the purpose of finding the truth. That is what our justice system is all about. That's the first aspect, my lord.
Manje kokuqala ngifuna ukusho ukuthi ke ukuphenya indlela yokuthi ke kubhekwe kanzulu ukuthi kwenzeke noma ukuthi khona owenze iphutha akusho ukuthi kufanele kumiwe kungasaqhutshekelwa phambili kufanele kuqhutshekwe kuzama ukuthi kufinyelele eqinisweni.
Secondly, my lord, Mrs. Makhumalo made her statement, the first statement, that is A12, on the 27th of October 2014, and in that statement she described the intruder which had a firearm with dreadlocks, not where they end. She simply mentioned the issue of the firearm, the demanding of cell phone and money, and the Zulu language, and that the person had dreadlocks, which I was asked if it's corroborated. It's corroborated. So that is the first. That is the second part, my lord. Then I'll go to the third part.
Manje okwesibili ukuthi uMakhumalo wabhala istatement sakhe ngomhla 27 October 2014 ila echaza khona ukuthi lo muntu lo wangena lapha wayephethe isibhamu nokuthi wafika bacela ama cell phone nokuthi ke wayenama dreadlocks.
Then, my lord, and it's important to follow the proper sequence of the events, because it talks to why the issue of A58 is not really what Advocate Mnisi is saying, with greatest respect. Now, first statement is 27 October 2014. Then the identity parade, my lord, is held on the 29th of October 2014, where Mrs. Lettis Khumalo goes and then identify this gentleman, Mr. Mbata, on the 29th of October, 2 days later after she disposed a statement where she didn't describe the length of the dreadlocks on the first statement, which is A12.
Manje ke okunyeke ukuthi ke fanele silandelele ukuthi lezi zinto lezi zenzeka kanjani ngoba istatement sokuqala esenzwa uMakhumalo wasenza umhla 27 October kodwa ke lesi ikhomba yona yenzwa umhla 29 October la afika khona akhomba umuntu.
Now, on that ID parade, my lord, of the 29th of October, it's prudent to mention that the photographer was there, and these photos were taken on the 29th of October. Now, on the 6th of November, that is days later, then Mrs. Makhumalo meets the police and disposes A58. So this is now how A58 come into existence. It comes into existence after the ID parade has been held. The photographer has taken the photos of this gentleman that is depicted. Then A58 comes into existence. So how could you then say this is how Mrs. Khumalo saw the intruders? Because it comes much later, after there was an ID parade.
Manje ke emva kuleyo ID parade leyenzwa umhla 29 October uMakhumalo wayenza ukuthi kukhona nalabo bebethatha nezithombe kodwa ke u-A58 statement asenza wasibhala ngomhla ka 6 November sekudlule izinsuku.
Yes, that's my explanation, my lord.
Brigadier, I'm going to say again that you're missing a lot of points. The issue is about the person that Ms. Makhumalo saw. It's not about the statements. Whether or not A58 was taken after this identification parade, it is neither here nor there. But if it were to be there, then it basically confirms what she identified at the identification parade before she penned this statement. That's all. It's just a confirm. Basically, what you are saying confirms what Ms. Makhumalo saw. Thank you.
Ukuqinisekisa ukuthi yini uMakhumalo ayibona ngoba yena wathi mesezochaza ku-A58 wachaza lento yena ayibona.
My lord, I don't know whether I should then repeat what I've said, because I thought I tried to put it in the sequence form and explain what is my view with regard to A58 and subsequently the ID parade. So I don't know whether I should now go back to the same thing, because that is my view. That is my view. This A58 is not A12. In A12 there's no description. ID parade takes place, and I'm repeating it, my lord. Photographs are taken, then Mrs. Khumalo, Gladness, is then approached for the statement in relation to the ID parade. She even mentions on one of the paragraphs, my lord, in A58, where she says, I identified an individual bearing number 11. She's specific that this is the person that she identifies, and person bearing number 11, dreadlocks up to the neck, my lord. So that is the essence of it. And I agree, where we agree or we're finding each other with with Advocate Mnisi is that a wrong person was identified. That's my view. I'm saying a wrong person was identified, and this was ventilated way before my time, my lord, before I came on board by the initial investigators, and subsequently this person was removed from investigation.
Manje ke ngisho ukuthi u-A58 akuyena u-A12 la kuba lapha ku-A12 akukho ncazelo echaza ukuthi umuntu wayenjani. Engisho ukuthi lo muntu lona owabonwa wakhonjwa uMakhumalo kwakungumuntu owayephethe unumber 11, and siyavumelana noBaba Mnisi ukuthi loyo kwakungena lo muntu wayekhombe umuntu okungeyena, and futhi ke kunjalo mina ngangaqali lokhu kwenzeka, mina ngaqali nokusebenza umsebenzi ukuphenya leli cala.
Thank you, Brigadier. I'm at least at idem with you when you say that is your view. Thank you. My lord, A58, I'm going to request, and I'm requesting that it be handed in as an exhibit, albeit on a provisional basis, unless the state changes its mind, with me authenticating this statement. But nonetheless, may it be handed in as an exhibit. We will revisit it again when we request Ms. Makhumalo to come and hear what is happening here. I'm not so sure what exhibit this should then be, man.
I think that would be triple V. Oh, I'll just confirm that should be triple V.
Thank you, my lord. State has just come to my rescue and prepared a copy for the court. Thank you very much, my colleagues.